certain people don't look at me and see me as a black woman or a biracial woman. They treat me differently, I think, than they would if they knew what I was mixed with.
Meghan Markle was a woman who had the world at the tip of her fingers, literally. Yes, she was not married to the heir to the throne, but she was married. She managed to marry a prince of the most prominent of the royal family. And not just any prince, but the son of Princess Diana, a woman whom she has stalked most of her life. And their love story, the love story that they pitched to everybody, doesn't exist. Because for that love story to be true, everything that they said has to be true. And we know that those are lies. So let's dive into this, shall we? Now, I've been doing videos. I think not even long ago, I did videos about Meghan Markle's calling it BS. I didn't have to resort to Tom Bower's book, because all you had to do was get the pictures from Instagram, which I did. I will leave the video linked below in the video description so you can go watch that video, because I posted pictures, especially one where Meghan Markle on July 1st, 2016, she posted a picture on Instagram with her peonies, how she loves peonies, and somebody, which I also highlighted and circled it there. This is July 1st, 2016. Somebody, and we know that she has multiple fake accounts, and I'm pretty sure that that was her posting that comment because she wanted people to know about her prince, okay? Somebody posted on that Instagram picture of 2016, July 1st, 2016, of her and those pink peonies. Oh, is it from our prince? So this is July 1st that she's posting that. And if somebody's making comments about her and a prince in July 1st, 2016, that means that this must have been going on for a while for it to be common knowledge. I also posted a picture that she posted on her Instagram account on March 2016 with the same type of flowers, but they were a little bit more, saying feeling loved. She also all of these things. I did a very detailed video about why and when she met Harry. I've received so many videos, so many emails from you. Oh, did you know that? Clearly, you're not watching my videos. But that's okay. So how can this woman, their ever-changing love story, and the problem that Meghan Markle has is that she wants us to believe that she's Pretty Woman without the hooker part. We all know that Pretty Woman in the movie, she was a hooker. She was straightforward about it. But Meghan Markle wants to come across as this virginal woman who married this prince who was, and we know that that's not the case. And at least for me, I can speak from me, had she been honest and said, you know what, I was a D-list actress struggling and I was actually escorting my way around or, being whatever at Soho House, and I met him and I married him, and I think I would have more respect for her. But the story of a woman they're trying to sell is fake. That story of that Meghan does not exist. Meghan she's never had $5 million. She was not a humanitarian like the press and even the royal family for a while had up in their website. Okay, now thankfully they've taken it down because they realized, they've known all along, but they thought that they could lie to the people, but unfortunately they were not counting on the internet. They try to sell this passionate love story about Harry and Meghan Markle that they met sometime in July, because of course she's claiming that she stopped seeing Corey Vitello in June, which is not true. She stopped seeing Corey Vitello right after her birthday in August 4th, at least as far as Corey Vitello is aware of. Okay? So they're trying to sell a story. There's so much mystery, so many lies that even Tom Bower can't get them right. This is why I go and do my own research and I post it up for you beautiful people to watch. But this is their ever-changing story. And what is worse is that all of the people who went along and covered up for that, to create that fake love story, have now ditched the couple, but they don't go on the record to say we lied. That's not how they met. This is how it happened. So it's up to us to now put the pieces together, which is why I'm linking that video at the bottom so you can watch it, because I even posted pictures. I talk about Istanbul, when they met in Istanbul. I give you detailed stuff of when Meghan met Eugenie in 2013, when Eugenie moved to New York. I give you all those details. So yes, the reason why Meghan Markle and Harry's story fails and is not believable, first, because it's filled with lies, and Meghan Markle left too many. She used to post too much crap on internet that she thinks that by deleting her Instagram account or her TikTok, we can't get them. But the internet is forever. So that's where the story falls apart of all the lies they have told. And the lies and the way they made it seedier is not a pretty woman story. It's a travesty. And Harry was too embarrassed to admit that he has been conned by the likes of a D-list Soho House escort. As a side note, I just want to point out that this is the passport that Harry was carrying when he walked into Japan or Singapore. As you can see, it's a regular British passport. I have been telling you for years now that no royals worldwide have diplomatic passport, because there's a diplomatic convention that decides who can or have it. Being a royal, that does not make you a diplomat. So he has never held a diplomatic passport. He has never held a diplomatic visa. Okay, so, but people are still going on about it. This is what a British passport that's diplomatic or official looks like. As you can see, it has the word official on it, which of course Harry has never had, because again, he has never been a diplomat, ever. He has never had any credentials accredited in any place or any host country. Okay, and even if you are a diplomat, you have to live in the capital city. And as far as I remember, the United States is still Washington. It is laughable that she went from having every major household, fashion household, every major truly important company at her beck and call, to now having to pay. She went from a royal chapel in the United Kingdom, of the British royal family, to pacing up and down a very small parking lot. No, she was not going to her psychiatrist. That's a dentist. She went to her dentist because she's probably changing her teeth for the 1100th time. So she went from a castle to basically pacing up and down a tiny parking lot in the hopes that the pap that she called, or Newcomb called, because we know that Newcomb is the one boasting about it, selling $4 patch. That's where we are at right now with Meghan Markle. Harry asking Japan to take him in, that he'd be happy to be there on his own. He didn't mention his family nor his wife that he claims to miss. It's very telling, and it's very embarrassing that people are still believing that Meghan Markle didn't call the paps. I do believe, of course, that because of course she rolled up the sleeve, she paced up and down that tiny parking lot, and to make sure that they got a picture. And now we have, of course, on Newcomb's website, we have never paid for that. We know if they want to do it, that's fine. And if they want to use our patches and they want to tell people that they use our patches, that's great. So if they have Meghan Markle's picture on their website, that means that Meghan Markle agreed for them to use that picture, because according to Meghan Markle, that's an authorized shot of her walking up and down a very tiny parking lot. This was not even public. How would they know that she went to the dentist? Because there's a very, very tiny parking lot, guys. Okay? And now we have the most amazing thing. She's going to Invictus games. Just like I told you that Meghan Markle had been invited to Japan and Singapore, but then she was uninvited because Harry didn't want her there, because Harry has realized that she's toxic and he doesn't want the attention taken away from him. How their love has changed, because before he used to be glum when he was without Meghan Markle. Remember those articles? And then now he's happy without Meghan Markle, right? So I am showing you this Invictus Game Foundation. This is actually from their Twitter account. This is, I believe, July 26th, where they have this announcement. And then if you look here, you go to August 6th. There's nothing in between. Why does this matter? right? Why does this matter? Because Meghan Markle had not been invited to attend Invictus games at all. She was not supposed to be there. But oh my God, guess who happens to announce that? All the style magazines announced that Meghan Markle will have a special role at this year's Invictus Games on August 2nd. But Invictus doesn't announce anything. Nobody else does because they weren't expecting it. And once Meghan Markle said it, they didn't take it back. So Meghan Markle got her revenge because she was denied to go to Japan and Singapore because those would have been high profile events. And she just put out with all her magazines and all her stuff, oh, she's going to be at Invictus Games. And because Invictus do not have a spine to say, actually, that was a mistake, she's not coming, they're willing to sacrifice their whatever good name they have left because their association with Harry is actually put him down in the dumps.
Before that, most people didn't treat me like a black woman. And so some of the slurs that I've heard, the really offensive jokes or the names, it's just hit me in a really strong way. I think for me, beyond being personally affected by racism, just to see the landscape of what our country is like right now.
One of my viewers told me that I should go back and look at my old clips and do short clips and take bits of all the things I have said that were going to happen, that have happened. That would be a very long video because I have been telling you from day one what was going to happen. The Netflix documentary, Oprah's interview, Meghan leaving for California. I mean, a bunch of things. Of course, none were believed. So now what do we have here? I told you a while ago that the tour of Asia had been planned for years. Years is not 3 or 4 years. That was a year ago. This person is exaggerating. It wasn't for 4 or 5 years, okay? It was maybe for 18 months or so because that's how they do it. It is a very high-profile polo tournament. Up until 4 months ago, the littler one, Meghan Markle, was supposed to accompany her husband. Because as we know, Meghan Markle hitches a ride with everything that's positive that Harry is doing. Of course, now she's claiming that all of Harry's lawsuits, are not good for her and she's not in agreement with them because especially since he keeps losing, how she was not around for the book Spare, how she's not in agreement with that, how they have different approaches to parenthood. This is the very same couple who said that they were in complete and total agreement, that they were like salt and pepper, that they take all the decisions together. So clearly, that's another lie. What Harry and Meghan Markle did, you just saw those ever-changing stories of Meghan speaking how the United Kingdom branded her a black woman when she never, ever, before that, actually knew she was or had part heritage of a black woman. And then we see that campaign in 2012 where she talks about all the slurs. She talks about one slur her mother's received, but then all the slurs she has, the landscape in the United States. So these are part of the ever-changing stories that they have, which are actually quite pathetic. They are ever terrible. So now we have, this was in 2022. Meghan Markle says she and Harry are like salt and pepper when it comes to parenting. We always move together. Prince Harry and Meghan can't agree on this very important aspect of their parenting. And now we're having that. Now they have different parenting styles and they're having arguments over that. So the ever changing stories. We have an untold story how they really met. We have an untold story on how they left. We have untold story. We only are sure that we have a bunch of lies, but we have never been told the real story. We've been lied about it. But I have a gut feeling that when they get divorced, because this is not a matter of if, but a matter of when they get divorced, we will get the true story from either of them, or at least parts of it, and there'll be more truths told there than what they told now, up to this point. Because now Harry's even happy. He's asking Japan to take him in, not him and his family, but Japan. What wife? What kids? Meghan Markle putting out embarrassing articles that Harry misses them. Why isn't Harry saying that? And all these press conferences that he's there, oh, I'm happy to be here, but I miss my kids and wife. I wish my wife was here. Or next time I come back here, I should bring my wife and kids. None of that. What makes you wonder. So, and Meghan Markle gets the job done because she's angry that she was refused to go to Japan and Singapore. And therefore, she gets back at Harry by publishing through magazines that she's going to be at Invictus with a very important role when she was never invited nor asked to go to Invictus in September. So when do you think we will be told the real story? When do you think their friends who actually concocted all this false narrative of Meghan Markle being a pretty woman without the hooker part is coming true? It's going to be told. I think it's coming sooner rather than later, and it's not going to be pretty for anybody, least of all those children, if they exist. As usual, please let me know what you think in the comments, and again, thanks for watching.